Hey guys, Mike here. Today guys, in this video, I'm looking at a new patch. Um, it's not really new I guess, but I just discovered it. It was behind the green patch, of course, of the muscadines, which is over there. So if you see me picking muscadines, it's about 20 yards straight ahead. So this little spot has the muscadines also rimmed around there, but more importantly, it has probably one of my favorite things to pick, and that's honeysuckle. And these are hard to find in the late summer. They bloom heavily at the beginning of spring, and then some of them take a break. And if the nutrients and the plant's biology agrees with it, it will push more out in the late summer. And so they're just invaluable. And there may be some more around here. Honeysuckles like to grow close to each other. But I'm not going to go through there. I've been on that portion, and there's a couple. There's more metal stuff to get than plants, being like old iron fence posts and things like that that are just sitting around there. It used to be a lay down yard or something. And so we got a couple more here. And honeysuckle, you can eat them straight up, or you can make a tea with them, or you could just have them for fragrance. I haven't burned any, so I don't know how they smell burned, but I like to take them also and put them in my hat, or put them in my pocket, or put them in underneath my socks and my shoes, and that will let the chemicals rub into you over time, or excuse me, the nutrients rub into you over time, instead of something like laundry detergent sucking up into your skin all day. And so I'm gonna walk around a little bit, judge this place out. Seen a bunch of crab apples, so there's gonna be a bunch of deer back here. They'll snatch them on up. We have a couple plants that are blooming that I don't know what they are at all. I learned the other day that this one is a Mexican morning glory. It's a red one, real small one. These are goldenrods. They'll come up a little later, so I know that I can come back in maybe 2 weeks or a week and a half and come and get these. They look pretty good too. Of course, there goes pokeberries and things. Their leaves get ate up first. Bugs love their leaves. By the end of the summer, that's how most of them look. All right, so not a whole lot. The second honeysuckle push usually is very small, maybe 10% of what the spring load will be. And again, most honeysuckles, 95% of them is just gonna skip it because they're tired and they need to rest up. And blooming like that, it takes a lot of energy up out of you, up out of the plant, I should say. There's some massive muscadines. I'm not gonna walk back there. More goldenrods. Goldenrods always grow at the edge. You never find them inside of a wooded thicket, pretty much. You always find them in stuff like this right here. It's the freaking trash pile. Whoever dumped that, man. So I'm just recording this sort of also so I know what's here. Back on the road, Bird Road, BYRD. Just give y'all a hint, there's a big homeless encampment over there. Over in them woods right there. I don't want to shine it because I don't want to put them on blast. Their house burned down and then they moved into the woods behind their house. This is freaking wild, dude. All right, just a bunch of ivies and pokeberries and American beeches. All right, that's all I wanted to get. I don't think there's anything over here. Some pokeberries. Man, look at that one. Monster. Oh, man. Look at them goldenrods. We had a big hurricane come through and it really messed up this part right here. We still got trees hanging. They're gonna kill somebody one day. This fence was just destroyed. I go over here and pick a couple scupping dimes up off of a vine somewhere around here. I think it produced like maybe a handful this year. It skipped out, took the year off. That's a really old church, Adams Grove Baptist Church, and then that's the original building right next to it. Yeah, my scupping dimes back there. What else is up here? We got the hummingbird pod, whatever the hell it's called. I got a bunch of them sitting in my shed drying. I don't know what they're used for. Sometimes I just pick some of this stuff and then find out about it later. That's because everything out here really has a purpose. It's just finding it. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, the pickings are getting pretty slim, so soon enough we'll be moving to firewood, woodworking. Nice little meadow back there. Firewood, woodworking, metal crafting, um, all these things, writing and making videos and all that will definitely be better in the winter, because there won't be the sheer amount of fruit and berries and flowers and all that to pick. So when it's like right now, when it's turning down, you want to kind of snatch the last bit you can get. And that's mainly going to be your fruits, because one big thing about foraging and all that, you always want fruit in the winter. I always want my berries from the winter and or for the winter, and I want them to be from wild. I want this stuff because I won't be able to go get them in the wild in the winter, obviously. And also, that's why I don't eat any of them that are already frozen, because I literally have 10 muscadine plants around my house, and I can pick off of those and eat. And not only that, but you're getting the absolute freshest fruit that way when you eat it right off the vine. So guys, that's pretty much it. This lot before the place burned down, it was the Greens also. It used to be a house. The Greens had moved out though, and the new tenants moved in, and that's how it got burnt down. So that's one thing you'll see in the South. The Greens owned this one. They owned right there where I picked my berries and all. And down this curve right here, they have 2 more properties. So they had 4 houses here on this road, and they were all close to each other, within eyesight of each other. Especially this one, the oldest one. It turned into I mean, they were selling a lot of drugs out here too. It was insane. This property right here was packed full of people, and the house been gone for over 10-15 years, I think. But it sat real close to the road. It's obviously was built before there was standard ranch houses and all. It was built in probably the 1890s, maybe 1920s. They didn't even have asbestos, so it was all wood. And also they used wood as a insulator too. So they'd frame it with regular studs, and then in between the studs, instead of putting rock wool or whatever, they'd fill that in with other wood, and it makes a great thing. So I'm about to get off this right now, y'all, and I still got a couple of spots to check, and I'll let y'all know. Y'all have great days. Looks like we ain't gonna get no more muscadines.